I'm glad to have you. My name again, Jasmine Diaz, and Happy Hour is a show talking about things that matter most to us. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much and welcome. Happy Hour wouldn't be Happy Hour if we didn't have a cool new drink to enjoy with us. So today we're having rum chata. Our guest for today is the amazing Amara La Negra. She's an entrepreneur, recording artist, star of VH1's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, or excuse me, Miami. She's an all around really awesome, amazing person, and we're so happy to talk to her about relationships today. We're going to talk to her about wellness, why it's important for you to level up this year when it comes to health, wellness, fitness overall. So I'm just super excited and looking forward to jumping into the conversation with her and hoping to see if we can get her on. So stay tuned if you can, and hopefully we'll see Amara pop up really quickly. So in the meantime, if you're just joining us, I invite you to please post your questions. If you have questions for Amara as we go on, we absolutely welcome your questions, your thoughts, opinions, and everything. So, yeah, it looks like Amara, I see you there. Feel free to request. So,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? You look fantastic as always.
Thank you. I'm actually in the car. I had to, run a couple of errands, and I had to step out. I won't be able to on too long, but I'll be able to talk long enough to get a couple of things out my chest. So go for it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I felt like I needed to level up my look just to talk to you today.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
So I know you have been busy. Yes. This pandemic hasn't seemed to slow you down. Like, how are you and your family transitioning into like quarantine life?
I think that realistically, this has slowed everybody's life down. You know what I mean? Realistically, this has affected everyone. I feel that I am doing the best that I can to stay productive, to stay positive, to create, to maintain innovative. Somebody said, "Where is her mask?" My mask is right here.
She's prepared.
I'm talking. You want me to talk with a mask on? But anyways, so you're just staying positive and just trying to adapt to the new system, because this is going to be the new like the new lifestyle for sure. For the meantime, till eventually, I guess in 2021, somewhere in that space, we'll get back to being how we used to be.
Yeah, absolutely. With all that's been going on and just kind of like the progress that you have made as like an Afro-Latina in the industry, which is like super amazing. I myself am not Hispanic, but my husband's Puerto Rican, so I'm totally down for like Caribbean culture. But I imagine that a lot of people place labels on you, right. Or at least they try to. Like, what does it feel like to constantly be criticized for the various things that people criticize you for?
You know what? I've somewhat gotten to like understand and realize that no matter what you do, the people will always have something to say, and people will always be there to criticize you. Especially in the world that we live in now, is like people feel the need to have an opinion, right? So I just realized like there's nothing I can do to stop people's mouth. People are going to be who they are. Oh, and I'm sorry, I want to take this opportunity because I see that I have a couple of Dominicans that are logged in. Un beso para todos los dominicanos que están conectados, todos los latinos. You already know what time it is. And I'm going to continue being an activist for the Afro-Latino community till I see a difference. But, I guess I'm just going to have to adapt to that too in the meantime.
Yeah, for sure. You mostly seem like someone who's completely unbothered by what people have to say. I'm sure it affects you from time to time, right?
It does. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't lie because I have such a great support system. My mom is my best friend, and I have good friends that also maintain me grounded. And sometimes, I'll cry. I'll get frustrated. you know, I'll go through my stages, but then, you know, it is what it is. It's just part of life. It's,
Yeah.
God sent me here with a purpose, and I have to be strong enough to be able to, you know, take it.
Yeah, girl, I hear you. I noticed from your IG lives, and I just like the last couple of days, I've been trying to stay up with you.
Okay.
And you've been talking a lot about relationships, and I've worked with people.
By the way.
Yes, yes. I happened to be in that discussion, and I was like, "Ooh, this is so juicy." But I have worked with people from the matchmaking standpoint, mostly like celebrities in that end, and I can see how difficult it is to have a healthy relationship as someone that's well known. Like, what, from your perspective, makes a healthy relationship?
Mama, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Okay. I'm still trying to figure this out myself because I feel like realistically, we all think that we have the answer. We all think that we know what you
Yeah,
have to do to have a perfect relationship and this and that. And none of us have a perfect relationship. We
for
all
sure.
have fuck ups. We all have our own situations. And even those that pretend for the most part to showcase that they have such a perfect relationship, they're going through it too, or they've gone through it at some point.
Right,
So
absolutely.
I feel that I can only but give advice from my own personal experience. And I would say definitely communication, being respectful to one another. Chemistry is the one thing you can't buy. You can't
Yeah,
finagle around that. Chemistry is extremely important. I think the sense of humor, I think sometimes we can take things too serious. And sometimes you just have to laugh shit off and just be like,
yes,
it is what it is. Um, I mean, I just feel there's so many important variables in order to have a good, successful relationship. I think
yeah.
that a lot of us have lost that, the power to want to fight for a relationship. When things get hard or difficult, we're just ready to go. But at the same time, I feel that if you're unhappy, why the hell should you stay?
Yes. Yeah, you said something on your live that made me go like, yeah, I'm here for this, which was you felt like the culture is over sexualized and that it makes it difficult to have like meaningful relationships with people because it's just like sex here and every day. Do you
Right.
find that, for you as a woman out in the world trying to live your life and meet, I assume a great person, do you feel like those struggles are there for you as well?
I mean, realistically, I feel that sex is a very important part of our culture.
Yeah.
Um, I think that sex before, I don't want to say it was a myth or it was that it was a taboo topic, which it kind of somewhat it was. But
Right.
now we have, specifically women, we have become empowered, independent, financially stable. We have become all these great things that we always knew that we had within us. That now
Yeah.
um that liberation has also gotten to the space of where now I feel that now we are extremely overly sexualized and everything is about our sexuality and our
Yeah.
fat ass, how many curves you have, who's more snatched. It's
For
about,
sure.
whose tits is, perkier. It's all about that. Even when you hear it in music, even when you hear it in music, you don't really hear a lot of men talking about I don't know, like the music that we used to hear back in the days.
For sure.
Yeah,
I want to take you out on a date and meet your parents, none of
yeah, like
that.
can I meet your parents? Let me go ask permission. Like, what I mean?
Right.
Let me sit outside your door and let's have a conversation under the moonlight or whatever. It's not really like that anymore these days. So that's the only part that I feel that I kind of miss. Not because I lived
Yeah.
that era, but because I've been able to see, obviously, in movies and hear from my mom and everything how it used to be. So yeah, I miss those things. I wish that, somebody still has that within themselves and just keeps it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I often feel as though, if you're a woman who's a little bit more traditional in mindset, like in terms of like dating, not having sex, like when you first meet and all of that, it's very hard to meet people.
Oh
Do you,
my God.
yeah. Are you more like, I don't want to say traditional, I hate that word, but like in terms of like wanting to have like
Okay.
that commitment before you take those, are you more like that woman?
Me and my from a Caribbean mother, Caribbean family, we still do have them old morals or old traditional
Yeah.
formats, which is nothing wrong with that. Right? My mom raised me, believing in that, and I am attracted to men that still believe in those morals and that concept of, you know what, when I meet you the first day, I'm not automatically assuming that because I took you out to a movie and dinner, I'm gonna say no.
Yes.
All that.
Right.
I could have paid for my own dinner, my own, movie theaters. I just wanted to do this experience with you. So I do believe that it is so powerful to withhold sex, and actually get to know someone. And then when you finally do it, is, the chemistry, the energy is different. There's a lot of people that meet one day and that same day they have sex, and then, everything turns out to be great. And there's others that maybe if you would have just waited a little bit, you would have found out that he really didn't like you, who was just interested in smashing.
I feel like I need to take a sip of my drink for that one. But you're right. You're right. And it's almost like you don't necessarily have the opportunity to get to know that person on the level. Like if you spend a little bit more time, and realize that he still lives at home with his mom and, is an abuser, you probably wouldn't have slept with him. But, we're kind of like in this fast-paced life. And that was actually something, I don't know if you saw.
But the truth of the matter is, by the way, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I heard this guy recently that he said that a lot of men days care to smash off the rip instead of trying to get to know someone, because they're like, what about if I get to know you and I like you and everything else, and then your toto's whack, or you don't know how to have sex.
Right.
Let's talk regularly. You don't know how to have sex. You don't know how to fuck. You don't know how to fuck. Oh, I wasted my time. It's like, I feel that men don't value pussy anymore. They don't value it, but at the same time, I feel that it's in our fault to a certain extent. Yes. We are the ones that have that control of saying, I'm not.
We accept it. Yeah. Some of us, sorry, there's something flying around me. But yeah, some of us accept it. Right. But you are absolutely right. And so in thinking about monogamy the same way, maybe that you did, when you were younger.
Well, I mean, and I always want to be clear, because a lot of people will try to come for me, to each his own. Yes. Your twat is your thing, you could do as you please. But personally, I do believe in just being with that one person. If I'm gonna sexually be active with one, then I only want to do it with that one person. It's already pressure having to deal with everything else that's happening in the world, to now also learn about my twat and on down there, So it's like, I'd rather just have that one person that I'm physically with, and that's it. And if not, it's okay to not be with one. I believe it's okay to be celibate. It's okay to play with yourself, play DJ, buy a toy, whatever works for you.
Yes, for sure. So kind of shifting the conversation, because I know you have a lot going on. How you look and feel plays a part, right, in our relationships. How important do you think it is to be physically fit in relationships or in seeking one?
No. Wait, you asked the wrong person. I feel that you should be fit for yourself. You should be fit for yourself. You should be fit for your health. You should be fit because you want to be. You should be fit for you. You have to be fit in a relationship. Then that's trash off the. If the person that is trying to pursue you or likes you or whatever the case may be, want to be pursued, if you need to modify or change who you are, or even the way that you look in order to attract someone, it's trash. You don't need to be with that person in the first place, because you know what? All this, thank God, I look, and they say I'm pretty or whatever. That's great, but
it could go.
All this shit fades. That's why, to me, I'm so personality. If you have a great bomb ass personality, I know that with time, if your ass gets fat, ugly, wrinkly, whatever, I like who you are as a person so much. Like, I fuck with you so hard that I don't really care about all of that. So it's important to be fit. It's more important to be fit for ourselves.
No, I agree with that. I think that, just as I've talked to people throughout the years, coaching people and all of that, I found that, with Instagram, just like the imagery that we see that's around us every day, for a lot of people, you know, they get self-conscious and they feel like they can't compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mama, but it's called Facetune and it's called
For sure.
Okay?
Oh, for sure.
It's called, all of this is bullshit. Look, Instagram is a fake reality of what our life is. Realistic.
Mm-hmm.
We don't show all the bad things that really happen to us. We don't show when we show what we want the world to see of us. So if you're living your life based off, you know, what you see on social media, you have something else going on.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. So I know that you have been working on health and wellness this month.
Yeah.
You know, mental health, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And you've teamed up with Dr. Carlina McDaniel for Stay Fit Saturday. Can you talk a little bit about Stay Fit Saturday?
Yes, I'm really excited because basically, long story short, every Saturday now I'm doing Stay Fit Saturday with Amara. In this case, this upcoming Sunday, I have fitness is also going to be working out with me. And I wanted to motivate and inspire people to basically get your shit together, okay?
Right.
You're home and think that your life is over. It's just adapting. And adapting also includes adapting your mouth and your mental state. Your mouth meaning, I know a lot of us have a lot of weight or a few pounds been in quarantine because you have your refrigerator staring at you all day. You know, you're constantly eating. You can't even notice. So I think that is important for us to know how to work out, how long you're working out, what's the proper form in order to work out.
Yeah.
Just overall, and mentally to be in that space as well. This is such a good way to de-stress while you're in quarantine, whether you're going outside to the park or you're going outside in your neighborhood doing push-ups, walking, whatever. Just baby steps, as long as you're doing something. So I definitely want to inspire everybody and motivate everyone and encourage everyone to watch my live at 6 p.m. Watch my live at 6 p.m. every Saturday. Stay Fit with Amara La Negra. We have amazing trainers. We actually weigh $500 to whoever does the best body transformation. You have 28 days to do it and half an hour. We're doing giveaways every Saturday. I give away vitamins, I give away water, I give away clothes. For staying fit.
That's awesome. Was there a particular reason why you decided, you know what, this is something I'm going to throw my support around, when everyone is still social distancing and watching? Was there's like a connection that you had personally to wanting to encourage others in this way?
I mean, in this case, I think that, you know, people need to learn how to boost up their immune systems and take vitamins, all these things. You know, there's a lot of people literally drinking, you know, Clorox.
Right.
That's how to survive this. And I think sometimes if you hear it from somebody that you admire, someone that you look up to, or someone that you just think is cool, and sometimes, you know, it might just click to hear it from me. So I just feel that as an artist, as an influencer, as a activist, as whatever it is that you may see me, it's my duty to, besides entertain, also inform and use the platform to bring, you know, good information.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you're doing Stay Fit Saturday, but you also have another project that you're working on for Mother's Day, which is My Mom is the Bomb web series. I think that's fantastic. I love that you are really close with your mom. Although I haven't seen my mom in like 2 months because of distancing. Was this like an homage to your mom, just like participating in this?
I'm so sorry because I'm out here and I'm literally, like I said, I have to multitask.
Yeah, go for it.
And I didn't even get a chance to put on my face mask. Guys, please forgive me, but I'm going to do it from very far away, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Wait, let me see if I can flip the camera real quick. There you go. They're saying hi. I came to a restaurant really quick out here in Miami. I know that I'm doing this interview. Wait, flipping. I'm doing this interview and we're figuring out ways to still stay active and still do this interview. So sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
So with the Mother's Day, you have a dance challenge that's coming up. I know.
It's not a dance challenge. The dance challenge is over, it was with Thriller.
Okay.
And actually, the Andale challenge. I gave away $500. It was super cool. A lot of people participated, and I want to give a special thanks to all the people that participated. In this case, we're going to be doing a different challenge. It's like a before and after challenge with your mother. So you have like a baby picture or a picture that you took when you were younger with your mom, and now you have the opportunity of doing it or doing like a redo. So that's going to be pretty fun.
That's fantastic. And while we're talking, and I won't keep it too long because I know you're out and about. If anybody has a question for Amara about relationships, since we've talked about that, please feel free to drop a line. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple rapid fire questions and then we'll wrap up.
Okay, awesome.
All right. So this is a question that I usually ask everyone that I talk to. So the first question is, would you rather cheat or be cheated on? We're spicing it up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah. Look, I got hooked up. Yay. I'm excited. Hey, listen. Okay, so would I rather cheat or would I rather be cheated on?
Yeah.
First of all, who wants to be cheated on?
I know, but it's we're trying to spice things up here.
Realistically, I don't think anybody wants to be cheated on. But,
for sure.
Actually, let me get a card before I forget. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying
to go ahead.
Can I get a card? Second card. Do you guys do Uber Eats? Yeah, listen, this is the realest interview I have ever done. I am being as organic and as natural as possible. This is
don't do you.
Okay, so no, I definitely would never want to feel like I've been cheated on, but I think that if it happens, it happens, and I really feel like it's that other person's loss because I'm a really good catch. Let me tell you.
No, you are, for sure. Would you rather ghost someone or break their heart?
Would I rather what?
Ghost someone. So just like, I'm out. Or would you rather break their heart?
No, I'd rather break their heart. I mean, break their heart in the aspect of if I have to tell them straight up, I'd rather be honest than to just disappear. I think that is so corny. I think it's corny and I think it's tacky. If you don't like someone, if you don't fuck with someone, just be straight up and say, look, this shit is not working out, or I'm not feeling it, or I want to go, or it's done. But to just leave somebody high and dry, I just think is weird.
I know a lot of people do it though, surprisingly, and they feel comfortable with doing it.
I'll tell you a secret, and this is where it gets bad because I'm not perfect, and part of it is I'm being honest.
No, go ahead.
I would do it because I think it's important to do it. I think it's important to be honest and just have an open conversation. Look, this is not working. It's done. It's a wrap. Yeah. Whether you're hurt, because a lot of times you may break up with someone that doesn't mean that you don't love them, doesn't mean that you don't care about them. It might not be the right time, they might not be the right catch, whatever the case may be. But it's better if you say it in person, if you do it in person, if you actually care, to have that conversation and sit down and I hate that shit. I hate it. Don't invite me to dinner. I'm thinking I haven't eaten all day. I'm thinking I'm gonna have this great ass meal and some drinks, and then you're gonna call me to break up with me. I personally think a text message is better.
What? I'm not a no.
I don't text it out. Look, I don't mind texting, and then we could have a conversation. I just feel that for me, I express myself better through text, or if I write it down in a letter, whatever. Because believe it or not, I can be a little bit shy, and I'm naturally, it's a Libra thing, I'm anti-confrontational. I don't like confrontation, so I'd rather just send you a biography of everything I've wanted to say. After you read it, and I know that you read it, you know what I have to say. All right, cool, Tommy, let's talk about it.
That's funny because, it's like a lot of things get lost in translation when you do a text message. So it's like, well, what's her tone? Is she really trying to break up with me? Has that ever happened?
Yeah, but sometimes what happens in person is that, okay, so somebody could start, first of all, if it's a girl, she might start crying, and then you'll start feeling bad or something, or that guy might start crying, and then you start feeling bad, or they'll be like, oh, baby, please give me one more chance. I love you. I didn't need to do this, whatever. And then somehow you can end up being trapped all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's better, look, I'm just going to text you this, call me, this is what I meant. And once you give it some time, then you know.
Yes, for sure.
That bad? I'm not sure.
It's okay. What is the best dating and relationship advice you've gotten before? If any.
That's a good one. Well, it really depends, because from my mom always says, first you, secondly you, thirdly you,
I love mom.
you, and you. And then you, I think, comes in different ways. For example, you have to think about yourself first. I think that a lot of times when you involve yourself in a relationship, you can lose yourself.
For sure.
You can
Absolutely.
lose yourself trying to satisfy another person, trying to be everything that you think this person wants you to be. You can lose yourself in that space. So, you know, it's important for you to take care of you first, and also take care of you first so that you can take care of someone else. If you are incomplete, if you are not happy, if you are not centered, you can't expect to make anybody else happy or expect to have a successful relationship, you know? So I think it's important to take care of you. And obviously, I think we've all heard it, you know, communication is key. You know, just have open conversations when you have issues. Just talk about it.
Yes. You know what? Your mom's advice is probably the best mom advice I've heard in a while. Because some moms give like the worst advice ever.
It can sound selfish, and I get it, but the truth of the matter is, sometimes you have to be selfish in order to love others. Like, you can't expect, if you don't have your career together, if you don't have your money together, if you don't have your life together, if you don't have your health together, if you don't have you together as a person, how can you expect to become the other half of someone else?
Go on and preach, girl.
You can. Look, don't make me preach, okay? I'm out of church.
You preaching already. You preaching already, and you driving, so you doing good. But you're absolutely right. And I think with Stay Fit Saturdays, which is great about that, it's like now we have the opportunity more than ever to work on ourselves and our goals, our dreams, and you know, staying fit is a part of that, right? You know, making yourself the best you can be. Okay, so 2 more questions and I'll let you go. If you could pick someone famous to rock this quarantine with, because we weren't prepared really, but if you could pick anybody in the world to like spend this one-on-one time with, who would it be? And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic.
You know with who I would love to spend this? Wait, a guy or just
guy or girl? It could be. It doesn't have to be romantic.
Oh my god! I won't say romantic. But I will say I would love to spend this quarantine time, if I had to, with Kris Jenner.
Wow, that's a great choice.
Yep.
Why Kris? I'm curious what you think of.
I'm a person that I love to learn things. I love to be educated. Because I feel like, you know, if there's ever a conversation, I never want to feel like I'm lost. So I always watch documentaries, or I always find ways to educate myself. And I feel that if I could spend this time in quarantine, listening to advice and listening from experience, like the voice of experience of a woman so successful and has been able to create an empire through her daughters, the way that she has, I would love to be able to hear from her how she did it, what she would do, express to her and share with her my career, and maybe hear some advice. So I think it would be, you know, a good person to spend some time with.
That's awesome. Kris, if you're listening, I know Amara's like, she's like, hit me up. So okay. I know. Yes, for sure. So music, real quick, and then I'll let you go. Andale is fire. Yeah. I know that it took some time for you to like work on new music because you were transitioning your team and all of that, but should we be expecting more from you in the coming months?
For sure.
Okay.
You guys should be expecting more music from me. I'm super excited. I'm in a new state of mind in my life, and I think the quarantine has done a lot of good for me personally. It has helped me recenter myself, refocus, come up with new strategies, just everything. I think that sometimes when life goes so fast, you may lose a vision of what it is that you wanted originally. So yeah. I have used this time to refocus, and now I will start doing more music. I first was a little bit scary to go outside and to go to the studio, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable to do it safely. But
Yeah.
I definitely want to start doing more music. I want to invite everyone to go stream and download my new single, Andale. The music video will be coming out hopefully at some point soon, because I'm thinking I'm going to do the music video in my house. Since, you know, we can't really do a big production, we're going to be...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm excited about it. I thank you so much for your time and energy and just, you know, being willing to talk to me on this platform. I hope you stay safe. I am sure we're gonna see tons more Saturday every day at 6 p.m. Is it 6 or 7 p.m. your time?
At 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. every Saturday. Stay fit with Amara La Negra. Every Wednesday, it's My Mom is the Bomb. My Mom is the bomb. And then I have Girl Talk Tuesdays on Tuesdays and Productive Mondays on Mondays.
Oh my God, I feel like I really need to like catch up.
Yes, it's a lot of good information. So just stay tuned. Thank you
For
so
sure.
much, my love.
Thank you, Amara. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Happy Hour. I know it wasn't as long as we wanted. Next week, we're going to have Chef Amira, I was going to say Amara, and Chef Amira works with Diddy, Common, Kelly Rowland, Kanye West. We're going to talk about more wellness, health. We're going to talk about like how to have some really great dinner date ideas, even in quarantine. So tune in on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 if you're on the East.